Hi gang, welcome to Off the Rack. I am Sal.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tiffany.
Today we're going to review Batman #1 from DC Comics during the Rebirth era of DC. This is not Batman Rebirth #1, just Batman #1, written by Tom King with art by David Finch. This is the greatest jumping on point for Batman since 2011.
I want Batman to be good, but this one was not good for me.
What was the problem?
The problem was I have no idea what the hell's going on with the story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really on board with Batman almost killing himself. And being okay with that. Like, it was a really sad moment. Like it should have come at the end of a story, but we're at the beginning of a story. And I'm like, what has happened to this Batman that he is just like, is this a good death?
He's also a Batman that clearly lives in a world that he knows that there are other superheroes.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
I did too.
He's like, alright, call the Justice League.
Yeah, and I call the Justice League and then send out a personal message
to Clark.
And
which is funny because Clark is dead unless he's already made friends with the free Flashpoint Superman, but he hasn't yet in any continuity yet.
But clearly he has.
But he has, so there should be something there.
You know what's funny? There was a moment in the beginning where it was like, I am Gotham. I'm like, this again? And then at the end I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that. Oh, well.
Yeah, I did a little switcheroo.
I'll just shut up then.
You got me.
I liked this as a beginning because I was like, you as the reader know Batman is not going to die.
Yes. It's #1!
You know he's not going to die, so then you're just kind of like, where are we going with this? And then where they go with it, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, who are you?
They've been teasing these characters since they announced Rebirth. Gotham and Gotham Girl?
Yeah, why we gotta do that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm also kind of upset that he spoke the whole time. Like,
oh, yeah,
I am Gotham, and this is Gotham Girl, and we are here to tell you, I would like to... You will speak when you are spoken to!
Maybe they're from the past.
Does the book maybe want to read more? Like, Batman and Alfred work, Batman and Gordon work, Batman and the other characters, like all the other Robin-type characters.
Yeah.
Duke Thomas in his role as he's, like, learning and figuring it out. Batman's like, take your time. I know that I'm guiding a plane through 2 buildings, but take your time, breathe, give me the information I need. Like, it was kind of cool to see, like...
He did that before the plane was going.
Yeah. But it was cool to see, like, a measured, methodical teacher Batman who's like, take your time. You're not Tim Drake. You can't get this shit ready to go right away. Like, I get it. That was really cool.
He also didn't jump, like... Duke was like, I get in, I can get my suit.
Yeah.
No, but he's like, no.
Don't put on a suit.
That's not how you're going to help me.
Yeah, no.
You're my Oracle right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have an Oracle. You're him.
Yeah, my Oracle's running around being Batgirl.
He's not out of the gate telling a Joker story. He's not out of the gate relying on,
like,
the typical Batman rogues gallery.
Yes.
That's fine. That's good. Like, let him explore. You know?
Yeah,
like,
do something interesting.
Like
do something
what
different.
Snyder did with the Court of Owls, let him, like, show us what he can do on his own. Like, that's great.
I'll tell you this much. This did not pull me in the way the first Batman #1 did in 2011.
Right. I really liked Gordon in this.
Gordon was cool.
I liked him a lot. Like, I like angry,
he was witty.
quippy...
Yeah, I like that he didn't reference being Batman at any point. David Finch's art, what'd you guys think?
Good, it's gritty. I like it. I mean, like, it's not Capullo.
It's not Capullo.
But... that's okay.
Yeah.
This is a good time to have a new artist come on, and like it's a good shift.
I think it worked for the story. I thought it was a saving grace for me.
Right, that was the thing you liked.
Yeah,
I thought it was fine. Finch's art is hit or miss for me. He's great at doing like huge moments, but like his smaller, intimate stuff, I'm like, eh. Like, everyone's always yelling. I don't know. This is good though. He did a nice job. He's like scaled back on some of the things that I've had issues with in the past. And this is just a solid-looking book. I don't know how long he's going to be on it, but I'm sure he'll do a really good job for the time he's here. His Batmobile design is top-notch.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. That's because it's the animated series.
It's just the animated series Batmobile.
With a bat on the front of it.
With a bat head on the front.
Which is... Isn't there another Batmobile from like way back in the day that used to have
in the
that,
40s
and it
he
would,
had
like,
a...
shoot out or something?
In the 40s he had like a Chevy with a big bat symbol on the front.
Yeah.
It was a battering ram.
Emphasis on the bat. Take the bat thing off the front.
I'm fine with the bat if you want to make it your own.
For me, like, I'm just not a fan of that. I don't
Right.
think it needs it. I like the clean lines. I
Right.
like the vertical lines.
That's
Like,
the
I'm
thing.
okay even with the armor on there. Like, I don't care about that.
Right.
It was the bat. I was like,
It's just like, who's gonna mistake it for anything else?
Right?
Do you need it to say Batman on the front or Batmobile? Like, we get if it's a huge engine with a blowtorch on the back that conveys Batman across the city. I think we know it's the Batmobile at this point.
So, I assume that Alfred does that.
Oh, he just puts bats on everything.
Yeah, he's like in charge of branding and marketing.
Yeah. I mean, the fact is, the man does a good job. It
Does he
works.
also add jets to everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jets make everything cooler.
He's like the jet version of the flashlight for Brookstone.
Right. You just put a jet on there, and it works.
Yeah. Well, we got a keychain.
And
now,
a jet.
now it's got a jet in it.
Yeah, so it's a really fast keychain.
Yeah.
Alfred. I don't need that. So let's talk about some of the books that are coming out this week and our recommendations for them. Ben, kick us off. What's coming out this week that you're excited to see?
So, clearly, I'm excited about Totally Awesome Hulk, #7 coming out.
Oh.
Written by Greg Pak. This time the art is by Alan Davis. Frank Cho headed off to a different book. Alan Davis has taken over. I'm not sure if it's permanent or it's just going to be for a little while.
He's great, though.
It's a Civil War II tie-in, which, if you're reading Civil War II, I'm sorry. This is going to talk about what happened to Banner after Amadeus Cho took over and, see what happened there.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited for it because they've done a really good job with Totally Awesome Hulk, and I want to see what they're doing with this. And hopefully it will lead back to Amadeus Cho. So,
Yeah.
I'm going to check it out. I'm looking forward to it.
Almost dropped him. The recommendations that I have this week are all trades from DC. These are
Trades?
kind of, they're reprintings of older books that are just dynamite, and you should just check them out, and maybe one or two of them will appear on back issues. In fact, I will say with certainty that both of them will. The first one is Superman Panic in the Sky, which is an event that sucked, but everyone kind of went back and reread it in 1993 when Doomsday started appearing because they thought that Doomsday was the result of Panic in the Sky. Nope. It was a bait and switch. It's a crazy epic event that I remember kind of like skipping over when I was a kid, and I'm looking forward to going back and checking it out and seeing if it was any good. It's written and drawn by Dan Jurgens, who did Superman, Death of Superman, and Superman Hunter Prey with Doomsday.
Of course.
So, it's going to be a treat.
Looking forward to that.
The other one is actually just because it's coming out again. It's the first 6 issues of Justice League, or rather DC New Frontier, by Darwin Cook. We lost this amazing, incredible artist, Darwin Cook, too soon. He was great. New Frontier is one of the best reimaginings of the DC Universe ever. So if you haven't picked it up, you should, because we're also going to do that on back issues at some point in the future. I'm meaning to do it. We have it on my shelf over there. I just haven't had a chance to really, really pour over it in a way that would be respectful. So I also wanted to give some time between his passing and the time we talked about it. But since DC's reissuing it, why the hell not? Go pick it up. It's great. And if you haven't read it, you'll like it. So just buy it without reading it. Just go get it.
Nice. Also from DC, Wonder Woman #1 is coming out. So it's written by Greg Rucka with art by Liam Sharp.
Yep.
I like the Rebirth issues, so I'm excited for this. They're one sentence stinger or trying to get you in is, why is the lasso of truth stop working for the Amazon Princess?
Oh.
I was like, okay, let's find out. So I'm excited for that. Over in Marvel, Doctor Strange #9 is coming out. Last Days of Magic is still going on.
It's not yours.
Yeah, it isn't.
Oh, okay.
It's written by Jason Aaron with art by Chris Bocciolo.
Yay, Bocciolo is still on this book.
I'm so excited. If you read #8, that last page reveal. And then over, actually, in Indie.
Oh,
because I haven't talked about it in so long, I was like,
Yeah.
I should probably mention something. There's actually a new #1, or a new series coming out from Image. It's called She-Wolf.
Okay.
It sounds really cool. It's this chick who believes that she's been bitten by a werewolf, and she starts having these crazy fever dreams and starts bleeding into reality. So I'm guessing either she has been bitten by a werewolf or she's got some sort of crazy mental thing. So I'm really excited for that. It's written by Rich Tommaso, and he's also doing the art. So this is a one creator book or series. So I don't know, it looks cool.
Neat.
That's it.
Cool.
That's an interesting premise.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be reading it.
I look forward to hearing your opinion. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys next week with another episode Off the Rack. I am Sal.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tiffany.
Thanks a lot for watching, everybody.